MexCan.
Young perceptions of the world.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode with us here.
Hi, guys. Thank
How are
you
you?
for joining us.
Yes.
We hope
And we
that
have
everyone's well.
Yeah, we have a new topic.
Mm-hmm.
I was the last topic was something like Jamie Pick, and now one day it came to my mind, to pick a topic, and I'm just gonna mention it. It's going to be Black Friday and something similar here in Mexico that we call el Buen Fin. So I thought it would be like an interesting topic, because we try to imitate something from the United States and Canada. So yeah, what do you think about Jamin?
Well, I think that it's a great topic. When you told me about it a few weeks ago, I was really looking forward to it because I also don't know a lot about Buen Fin and Mexico, so I'm actually looking forward to learning something about it as well.
Yeah, me too. Look, I don't really know a lot about Black Friday. I only know it's black and Friday.
Well,
I guess.
I mean,
Bad joke.
I don't know a ton about it either, but I'm gonna share what I do
Come
know.
on.
Well, I try to.
Then why are we talking about this topic?
No, I mean, I don't know how it is in United States, I meant to say. I mean, I know how it is in Canada,
Yeah.
but I don't know how it is
But I'm
in the
interested
States.
in knowing how it works in Canada.
Okay, awesome. Then I can help you with that.
Yeah, we need. I needed to clarify that part.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting because both things are going to happen within the next few weeks, I guess.
That's true. Yeah.
I think the one here in Mexico is going to be happening in November 20 something, I think. I'm not really sure.
Perhaps
I know it's a whole weekend.
Oh, okay. See,
I
that's
believe.
interesting. See, the difference with Canada is that this year it falls on November 27th, and that's very convenient because my birthday is 2 days after that. Hint, hint. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, it's on the 27th of next month, so, yeah, it's coming up.
Okay, so I think we should well, I know maybe the people that will be listening to us already know what these things are, but we should kind of introduce it. Perhaps there's some people who don't really know what these things are.
I think that's a good idea.
We're just mentioning, and we're already talking about the things about these two things, and there might be people out there who don't really know what they are.
Yeah,
So let's
exactly. I think
describe
you're right.
what it is.
Perfect. You can go
So,
first.
you want to go first?
Oh, okay. Well,
Come on. Try
All
to be nice.
I will go first. Okay,
All right.
so Black Friday, while it happens once a year, I mean, there are other events that are similar, which I will mention later, but Black Friday specifically, as I said, takes place in November, and it's a day where usually stores that sell lots of technology, but other stores as well, have big sales, and usually everything is 30% off. I mean, the deals aren't as good as what people believe, in my opinion. You're thinking, a lot of people think that you're gonna save hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I find that you save a bit of money. But TVs usually go on sale, and it's a perfect time because it's just a month before Christmas, so a lot of people do their Christmas shopping, and yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of sales that go on.
And whose idea was this?
Well, I believe that it originated from the United States, as most things do. I kind of looked
But do you
into
know,
it,
who thought about, creating this,
well,
such a day,
I'm not in...
Black Friday?
Okay, so
No, you don't
what I
know?
did... Okay, well, I tried to do a little bit of research before doing this podcast, and what I found
okay.
was... I found that... Okay, so I did actually take notes here because Alan always makes fun of me for taking notes.
So you're all prepared.
Well,
I I'm not
Somewhat.
prepared. Well, I mean, I am somewhat prepared
You
because I'm from
are.
Mexico.
You are. You know,
You know,
you
I
already
mean,
know about
regarding my
Mexico.
topic.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about the United States, so that's why I had to write down some notes.
No, but I'm well. I guess yeah. I guess United States because he comes from the country. But
Hmm. Well,
all right. Well,
basically,
just
I found out that it started in the 1950s in Philadelphia, and
oh my
apparently it was a
gosh.
term that was used after Thanksgiving because a lot of like I don't know exactly. I mean, I'm not no expert, but apparently it just was after Thanksgiving when there were lots of like I don't know, lots of frenzies, lots of people, and the police were having, I think, a hard time handling everything, I believe, from the research that I did. So it became Black Friday, and in the United States, Thanksgiving takes place in November, whereas in Canada, it takes place
yeah,
in
it's different.
October. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the extent of what I know about the United
we don't really
States. I just thought I
do that.
would look it up just a bit. So it seems that it's a relatively newish thing, but I mean, shopping the way we do now isn't very old either. I mean, 100 years ago, people didn't go to Walmart and buy a bunch of stuff like we do nowadays. So it makes sense that it's a relatively new thing. It's not necessarily a holiday. I mean, everyone still has to like go to work and stuff, but it's a fun time of year to buy stuff. Now, I want to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
it is.
Mexico.
Well, I find this story, you know, like how he got to evolve all this thing of El Buen Fin, which translates to the good end, which does not make any sense. But I mean, if you were to translate it like correctly or in an appropriate way, it would sound like um, uh, the good weekend, I guess. Like
Yeah.
yeah, because it's a whole weekend where you get to buy stuff and you get deals. Just I think similar to Black Friday, you know, you get the deals from the stores. And yeah, as you said, mostly technology, I guess, but as well as other stores. And you know, there's something that coming up to my mind. I might just be like saying things randomly as
I
they
don't
come
know.
to my
I
mind,
mean, I'm
but
interested.
it'll just provide you some information about this thing. There are some stores that are not associated to this event, like El Buen Fin,
Okay.
because it is a thing that the stores have to associate with, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
a lot of work.
yeah, and other stores like illegal commerce, they say like, oh, we have deals as part of the El Buen Fin, you know, but it's not actually like they're not part of that thing because they're not legal. But
Mm.
but still they show they like print the banners and show like El Buen Fin in this store, you know, like yeah, it's cool because like the people get like those little stores get excited because they know people will want to buy more, you know, they seen
Yeah.
it working with the biggest store, so they also want to do it. And what else I can tell you about this thing? Well, there's a lot. You know, it's something new. It's something new. It's not as old as the Black Friday,
Mhm.
but I know it was created when this president called Felipe Calderon he decided to create El Buen Fin. And why? Because I believe the how do you call it? Like economy, the Mexican economy was going a little bit down, so
Oh.
he felt the pressure of creating something in order to get the people, you know, work out the economy,
Honestly, I
you know
think
what I
that
mean?
that's such a good way because it's right
Yes,
before
but no, I
Christmas.
don't.
Oh no, so okay,
Look,
what are the negative things?
look, yeah, I'm just gonna like say it right away. It's like they're not deals. Some stores are just
Mhm.
like
They're
you know
tricking
they're not
people.
deals. Yeah, tricking people. You know, like you get a price, but it says like oh 30% off. You know, it's a discount, but it's not. It's actually just going off to the same price. You know
That's
that he
so
had before.
unfair.
I know, and a lot of people say, and I say this too, that it just lead it leads to debt.
Mhm.
People get a lot of debts because we have this thing that we can pay monthly, and that's just worse because the price gets bigger and you get like engaged, so you need to be paying monthly
So
for a
can you
bigger price,
explain that a
but
little bit
you get
more?
the thing.
So like who do you make these payments to? Because this is something I noticed a lot in Mexico. Even like for bus tickets, I remember you had the option of paying monthly.
Yeah,
So like
yeah, monthly, yeah.
yeah, so like say for
Well, I
example if
mean,
you go
it's a
to the
good thing.
store,
It's a
who do
good
you
thing
pay?
to pay monthly. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's just when it comes to El Buen Fin, um, stores take advantage of people who don't have that many
Definitely.
resources,
Aw.
and but they really want to get this stuff. They really want to get a TV for the kids, for the family. They would really want
Mhm.
to get some clothes, some shoes. I don't know, something, some appliance like I don't know, like kitchen stuff. Um, but um, but the stores go like, right, I'm gonna give it to you, but you gotta pay me monthly,
Yeah.
and you don't even know the real price of the thing. You don't even know if you're paying at the end the real price, But
It doesn't matter at
sometimes
the
it turns out
time.
that yeah, you're not paying the real price at the end. If you sum up all the monthly payments that you do, it adds up to a bigger price. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like
cuz you would also be
something
paying
that it should not
interest
be.
as well. Yeah. So that's
Yeah, it's a
true.
whole thing, but it's step. I mean, what happens when you don't get the money? Well, debt. You get calls. Hey, you gotta pay. You gotta pay. And there are more
Mhm.
problems, and it's not only one family, but millions of family.
Definitely. Yeah, I can definitely understand why that's a problem. And I think that, okay, it's easy to be like, well, if these people don't have money, then they shouldn't be like buying stuff anyway. But at the same time, it's like a time when you're so pressured to buy stuff. I mean, like consumerism is a huge issue, especially around the holidays. Christmas is the most like
Yeah.
yeah, it's the most like craziest time
Yeah,
of the year.
all sorts, like traveling,
Yeah.
like buying tickets and all the stuff. Like
Mhm.
people get crazy. People get crazy here.
So,
They just want to buy everything.
what is like the most common thing that you've noticed like for sale? Like I know as I said, like I said TVs because TVs
Yeah, well,
generally are
yeah,
on
TV comes
sale
from
for
one
good
thing.
prices. Yeah. I mean, that's something that's pretty
Well,
popular. Oh,
phones,
phones.
like
Okay.
people must get crazy about phones. Like with this iPhone 12 just got released. I
Oh,
believe that people
yeah.
will just go and get the deals that they get offered.
Yeah, it's
More depth
crazy.
anyway. Not worth it though. The
I
iPhone.
mean, yeah, it's an
That's a
interesting
good device.
time. Are there any
Yeah,
other
yeah.
times
I
of
mean,
year like this in Mexico?
well, some stores, as I said, that they're not part of the El Buen Fin. They want to like, oh, we extended El Buen Fin, so we're having
Oh.
another Buen Fin. But then you realize that they're not part of that. Like they're not legit. Um,
So,
well,
like, people have to register to be considered part of this El Buen Fin? Like, it's not just something
yeah,
a store can just say, like,
no, 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 not at all, not at all.
oh, okay, that's
Because
interesting.
when it's a legal commerce, well, you obviously register and then you get you get notified that you have
Yeah.
to be part of the El Buen Fin because
Mm-hmm.
it's a government thing. Well,
Okay, so it's
it
mandatory.
was created by the government, yeah.
Yeah.
So they make like all sorts of arrangements to I don't know, work out the money and
Mm-hmm.
make profits and I don't know, it's a big
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, but as I said, like, illegal commerce. I know it sounds like negative, but that's what they call. I
Yeah,
even
I think
do
it's.
illegal commerce. Like sending stuff. It's just like selling stuff. It's illegal because you're not registered.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not legal. I know it sounds negative, but
I
that's what it's
mean,
called. Like illegal commerce
it's probably
because you're
very
not registered.
difficult to. Yeah, I mean, for people
Yeah.
who rely on selling stuff, I mean, it's probably a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
there's
difficult
yeah,
and
but like
there's fees
yeah,
involved and.
it's not bad because the government recognizes that like okay, we have like some benefits for the people who have like illegal businesses. We have some benefits from them.
Okay.
We'd rather have you as legal, but okay, we're gonna like help you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's better when you register. If you have like I don't know, like a barber shop, it's better for you to be registered and not only have your barber shop like out of nothing, not be registered. I'm gonna put an example like nowadays with this COVID thingy, the government like gave like some sort of like money, like I said, like helping
Okay, yeah.
businesses, small businesses,
That's good.
and yeah, like and people who were not registered, well, they could not get the money because they're not registered.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good part of being registered.
There's definitely pros and cons. I think that it's, yeah, as you said, it's
Yes.
definitely better to do it the
Pros and
legal
cons.
way. Yeah.
I don't know a lot about that topic, but
Me neither.
but I know the good stuff. You have to be registered.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the rules, you know.
That's
I
true.
think the legal stuff is
So can you tell
the
us?
best, but okay.
Yeah. Can you tell us what people's attitudes are when they go shopping around this time?
Oh, it's crazy.
Are
Seriously
people
crazy.
like
I don't know how it's gonna be like managed during
this year?
pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something that's
I
worrisome.
know it's gonna be like online because I went to the site and I saw it was gonna be like, oh, Buen Fin, like it's gonna be online. All right, well, but
That's
still
actually
stores
good.
are open. Like some stores are open. Like malls are open now, and
Mhm.
I think I'll see the mall busy. You know, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be people in there trying to buy stuff.
And will you be going
Yeah,
there?
you cannot control mass.
Yeah, no, it's
Mass-
hard. Mass
know,
amounts
mass
of
of
people.
It's gonna be a lot of people.
Mhm. Will you be going to any stores in person this year, or are you gonna try to
I
do
don't
everything
think so.
online?
Look, I'd rather do it online. And
Same.
we don't really. My family does not have that habit to get crazy. We have for this thing at Buen Fin because we know it's not that real thing. You know,
Yeah,
can get
like
the same
it's
deals
tricky.
another time of the year, or just get it online, which is sometimes better. You know, buying stuff of Amazon is just way better than wasting gas and going out to another store and pay a little bit more than in Amazon. You know, you end up like paying more sometimes. Well, that's what happens to me.
Yeah.
Rather than just paying like a subscription and getting your stuff sent out immediately and
Yeah,
Just arrive
Amazon
at
has
home.
been very helpful. I mean, the only downside to using Amazon is that, I mean, I'm gonna sound like very, I don't know, cheesy or whatever, but so many small businesses have been like really suffering, and I know in Mexico small businesses are more important than any other place that I've seen. I mean, I haven't been to like too many places, but I've noticed that small businesses are everywhere. So what are they doing with all of this? Like, do you think that people are still going to like buy stuff from them?
Yeah, well, it's hard. I mean, it's COVID.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We've seen it. I don't think it's hard to answer that because it's just impossible for them to sell stuff because people are not able to go out. They have to take care, and it's just not the same, you know.
Yeah.
And small businesses, you have to sell a lot, and you cannot stop selling. You stop selling for a little amount of time, your business is gonna go down.
Yeah.
You need to pay like electricity, gas in case you're using it like
Yeah.
gas like for cooking, you know, and water. You need to pay for water. You need to pay the rent. You need to pay like as many times as you have to drive in case that you have to drive. I don't know, like it's a lot of stuff they have to pay for it.
It's true.
Yeah, so it's not something easy, and well, that's why I think it's good for them to take advantage of this time of the year to promote their businesses and sell. And selling online is a good way, but not a lot of people know how to do that.
Especially
You
for
can sell
small
your stuff on
businesses.
Amazon.
You can, but
Yeah,
small
or
businesses, they don't really have the funds to start a website, or they don't even know how. I mean, it's a lot
yeah,
of
the thing
work.
is that they don't know how, and
Mhm.
they don't know how.
Mhm.
That's just a problem. I wish we could like. I just wish everyone knew how to grow.
Mhm.
Anything that they would like to do with
I
their lives,
know.
but I guess we all struggle.
It's true.
Even myself, but like it's cool. I guess it's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another question, kind of to like shake things up a bit. So, we mentioned the United States quite a bit in this podcast already, and that is because so many things come from there. We're very influenced by the United States. Canada and Mexico both are neighbors of this country, so it's natural that we share many similarities. So, what do you know about Black Friday in the United States? Because I know that in Canada, it's nowhere near as crazy as in the United States, at least from what I've like heard on the news and seen in movies.
Well,
I know that
look,
I don't really know from like personal experience, but
Jamin, I believe you're more prepared for that topic than I am.
no, but like,
Even
have
though
you
you
ever
did
heard
research.
anything about like the United
Well,
or
not
Black
really.
Friday in the
Like,
United States?
I only know it exists.
That's okay.
And
It's
as
okay.
I said at the beginning, it's black and it happens on Friday.
Mm,
I don't even know if it happens on Friday.
Yeah, I
but
think
like,
it does. I looked it
I
up.
like the name.
It's supposed to be taking place.
Do you even know why it's black? See it even black?
Well,
Why
I
not blue?
read. Okay, on my sticky note here, I also wrote that some sources say that Black Friday actually has some very negative connotations because there are rumors that apparently Black Friday originated in the 1800s. I don't know if this is
Wow.
true, but apparently it originated
18.
in the 1800s.
Hundreds?
Well, not the way we know it, but the article that I read said something along
Alright.
the lines of southern plantation owners would buy slaves at a discount
Yeah,
on those
TVs.
days.
I
So,
knew it.
well, no, they would buy like slaves, not TVs in the 1800s.
Alright,
No,
cool.
but I mean, I really hope that that's not the origin of it. I really don't know. I need to do more research before I say, oh yeah, that's true and that's not true. But that's why I wrote down what people generally say is the origin, the 1950s in Philadelphia, and also the 1800s with
I
slaves.
like
So
Philadelphia.
I know you do. Go Eagles.
So, alright. We'll just put aside that we're not really sure. Like,
Yeah, I just know that it's like probably bigger than
And
it is in
your
Canada.
country celebrates that thing. You don't know a lot about it.
Well, it's
How
not really.
disappointed, Jamie.
It's not really a celebration because
Just
you know the
kidding.
one that I know more
Well,
in Canada.
That's okay. Well,
No, but I
let's just
wanted-
move on to another. Alright. Well,
I
what do you have
wanted
to
to
say?
mention something else because I know that it may seem like I went into this podcast.
I got a question for you.
Oh, okay.
After what do you say? No,
Okay.
well, just keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to mention that we have something else in Canada, and this is called Boxing Day. So this is a time where there are many sales as well, and it takes place after Christmas Day. So I believe it is exactly the day after Christmas. So it would be like the 26th of December. And this is another time when stores have tons and tons of sales. And I know personally, I know more about this day because I've gone shopping this day more than Black Friday. And that is because, I would get money from my grandparents and I would get money from, other places and stuff around the holidays. So then my cousins and we would go shopping because there would be lots of sales in the mall and stuff. So I think that that's a very popular time for people to go shopping. And it might seem weird that people are going shopping after Christmas because people are generally like broke. But I don't know how people manage it. I guess they save up their money to do their big purchases on the 26th sometimes. Have you ever heard of Boxing Day?
Not really.
No? I don't know if it's
But, like,
in the United States. I think it's a Canadian thing, actually.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's what that's the special thing about it. It's Canadian, I guess, because it's basically the same thing. Deals
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
people being broke
People being
and
broke,
buying stuff.
buying lots of TVs.
Same story.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, we enjoy the TVs after all, you know.
Of course. They're
Just
great.
imagine having a big TV. I mean, there's some really nice technology out there. But okay, well, I got a question. I just want to
Ask
know.
away.
Yeah, what would be something you would buy, Jamie? Like, what would be something you would spend your money on? You know, say do you see a big deal in something that you would really want or love, you know, and just hey, take my money, I'm gonna buy it.
This is such an exciting
That'd be
question. I love
Yeah.
this. And I already know what my answer would be. It would probably be, okay, not saying that I need this or that I have enough money, because I have neither of those things. I do not need it,
Do not
and I
make
do
me
not
leave,
have
please.
enough money. No, I would just buy the new GoPro because I am addicted to GoPros. They are my favorite kinds of camera.
GoPros.
Last year, I got the GoPro Hero 8 and I thought it was the coolest thing. And then I found out this year they released a new model, but this time it has like the screen so you can see yourself in the front as well. And I'm just like, oh, why didn't I wait? I could have had that camera, but that's okay. That's okay.
All right. Yeah.
How about you?
I actually.
Oh, sorry.
I actually I was not expecting that.
Oh.
It sounds cool. I mean, the camera, it's technology, and well,
Mhm.
you know me. I love technology. I love electronics, and
Well, it's what
It
you
sounds
study
exciting.
too. Yeah.
yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds cool. Really cool. Well, um, what I would buy?
Yeah, I'm excited. What do you want to buy?
I was not expecting. I was not expecting you to ask me back, but okay.
Why not?
I'll
just
try to
as
think
curious.
of something, you know, because I really feel that I have everything, you know.
Yeah, that's just
I don't like
it.
being too. I don't like being too materialist, but like, I'm not that minimalist, you know.
Mhm. No,
I'm not like
totally
that at
agree.
all. But like, there's plenty of stuff that I would love to buy. You know, like the first thing that comes to my mind right now would be like a pair of speakers, like really good speakers. I mean, if I had the money, you know, like
Exactly. It's
this is just
hypothetical.
Like yeah, you know, like Alan being rich and having all that money.
Yeah.
But I mean, I say that because I don't really have my speakers here or there in Querétaro, so that's why.
Sad. You'll get them
Yeah, but
soon,
like-
though.
I know, but like, I guess I would buy that.
Yeah, that's
There's
a
plenty
good
of
one.
stuff, you know.
I was hoping you would list more things so I would get more Christmas gift ideas for
Oh,
you.
come on.
I was doing undercover research, but I guess
No.
that is where it ends. And
Christmas.
for you guys listening, we would love to know what you would want to get. What would be like
Oh,
your
yeah.
ideal purchase
on, tell
on
us.
Black Friday, or if you're Canadian, Boxing Day? Because yeah, it's always exciting to find out that there are so many more deals going on, and it's definitely the
know.
time to spoil yourself. So get yourself that Christmas present. Yeah.
Yeah, we all should you know, like we all should at least buy one thing
Mhm.
during these days, you know. At least one nice deal. I mean,
Exactly.
there must be something out there that is real. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like something that is not going to rip you off. Like,
Oh yeah, I definitely think there are some good deals, but I think the problem is, and you can let me know if you agree with me, and anybody listening, let me know what
I
you
disagree.
think. Hold on, espera. Okay, so
Alright,
I think that Black Friday would be an awesome thing if you already know what you're looking for. If you know, for example, that you want to buy a computer, a TV, camera, speakers, whatever it is, lo que sea, then it's a really good time to make a purchase. But I think that Black Friday is overall pretty negative because, as you touched upon already, people buy and spend too many things that they don't need. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a major problem. Someone isn't looking for something, but then they see, oh, it's on sale, I should buy this. Do you think that that's the mentality that a lot of people have? Like, the people who get sucked up into Black Friday, do you think, like, they get stuck in this idea of, oh, I should buy it because it's on sale, not because I need it?
Well, I'm gonna be like honest.
Yeah, go for it.
It's just they play with our minds, that they've been playing with our minds for years, and now we're just like, we see an ad and we get like engaged,
True.
Hey, I seen it once, okay, well, then you started seeing it more and more and more,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting in your mind unconsciously, and then one day you're gonna be like, oh, I seen it, I like it, I want it, just like the song. It's like
I see it, I
grab
want
the
it, I
song.
like it, I got it, or
Yeah,
whatever.
it
Yeah,
happens like
exactly. That's
And-
really true.
And this works even more with people that has the money,
True.
because people that has the money has access to those ads,
Mm-hmm.
and they interact with stores more than other people. I'm not trying to be like mean or anything, but
No, it's true.
It works like that. The more stuff that you buy, the more access that you have to the stores. With the commerce, and
Definitely.
they of course want to grow. And what's the way for them to grow? Well, showing you prices and more deals
Yeah.
and stuff that is selling you buy stuff. Get more stuff. It's just like Apple. Apple's telling you to buy the same, well, not the same device, but like iPhone every single year.
Oh, it's
What the
crazy. It's crazy. There's
I
a
mean,
new
and-
iPad.
Yeah, like Huawei is doing the same thing, but
Mhm.
that's the way it works.
Yeah.
You get the people hook up, and well, we're just like zombies. Hey, I need to buy it. I need this thing. I need it. I'm gonna
That's
buy
such
it.
a good way to put it. Zombies. We are zombies. Do not be a zombie this year unless you want to buy something. Don't feel
Well, I
trapped.
What else can we do,
Mhm.
Jamie? We're living in a world where everything's too advanced
Yeah, it's true.
but us. And well, we gotta fit. Otherwise, we're not gonna be up to date.
Mhm.
What you think about?
I have
About
a
it,
question for you. I think you've left us with some really good thoughts to ponder. Yeah. But I have a question because you've kind of
Yeah.
talked about how people, certain people, have the tendency to buy more stuff. And I think that in most cases in Canadian culture, or I don't even know if I should say Canadian culture, I don't really know how to say it, but do you think that Canadians fall into all of that shopping more than Mexicans? And I ask you this because you have been here for Christmas and you know what our Christmases are like, you know what kinds of stuff we buy, so tell us about that.
Okay. I think just ask me again, because I want to get it clear. I want to
Yeah.
make sure I give the right
I'm sorry
answer.
if I didn't word it correctly because I'm not really sure. It's
No,
just
it's
something
fine,
that
it's
I
fine.
kind of thought about. So
You're the native.
well, the thing is, when one of the first years we met, I remember you were celebrating Christmas and you were having a great time and you were talking about dancing and things like that, and you were talking more about food and spending time with family, and then one of the gifts you said was socks, and I know that if you would have asked my cousins and my siblings and I, we would have listed presents at the number one thing. What is Christmas like? Oh, we exchange gifts and then we eat food and then we talk. Do you think that Canadians prioritize shopping more than in Mexico? And I don't just
Okay.
mean because Canada generally I don't just mean because Canada more money and things like that, but do you think
No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think I have enough information. I don't think I've experienced enough to
Okay.
say that Canadians are like this.
No, I don't want you to
I
no.
actually spent only 1 week.
But you
But
spent
I
it
could
during
give
Christmas.
you some kind of approach,
Mhm.
well, 5 weeks did say something to me about Canadians. Yeah, of course, but it's not like a full.
Of course, it's just a generalization. I'm not expecting you to be like, this is it for every single Canadian.
No, but that's not what I wanted. I don't want to make a generalization, whatever that said. But look, I did notice something.
Okay, do share.
Yeah. You guys like. No, let me put it another way.
No, say it however you want. Don't worry.
No, yeah.
Honesty.
I don't want you to like feel bad or anything. Or
no, I already know. I already know what the answer is.
All right. Well, like I think we Mexican value more, like family relations. You know, we're more closer in a different way, slightly different than how Canadians interact between families. You know, even though they kind of look the same. They're not. We are like, I don't know, like it's just another way. Maybe I should not have said like more, but like way too far from similar, you know. And I feel like here it's just, I don't know. It feels like too united, I guess. I'm not saying like Canadians are not united or anything, but like it does look like Canadians are like. Okay, they are united, yeah, but like there's a limit, you know. And here in Mexico, it's just like too united, like it's just too close between families, you know. And yeah, that's something I can say, and maybe you can then answer yourself like about stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know, like. Does that make sense? Not really, hey?
No, I think I understand where you're coming from. I mean, every family differs, of course, and I think my family happens to be very close, but at the same time, I think that in terms of, like, buying gifts and stuff, like, I think that holidays, not just for my family, but for, like, most Canadians, it revolves around gifts and gift giving and like all the foods you're gonna eat instead of like cherishing family time.
Yeah.
And I think that Christmas for you is less about gifts and more about family time. I mean, of course family time is like
exactly.
and I think that that's the difference. Like for us it's like gifts, presents, like giving gifts and things like that, whereas for you it's like, you know, like just being together. And I don't think that one's better than the other per se. I think being with family is obviously important, but like I don't know, it's just very interesting to see like different ways of doing things.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
yeah,
it's like that.
No, I think that it was very interesting getting to hear your thoughts about this.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it's great. There's plenty of stuff that we can say, but like, oof, it's hard.
Of course.
But I like it.
And I mean, these are just the thoughts of like two young teenagers, you know, like we are giving like our thoughts about it. So of course, like, you know, someone who's older, they're gonna have different opinions than us, but we're 19, you know, so like our opinions differ. But I think that's why listening to podcasts, you know, is a cool thing. You get to hear like opinions, you get to like, I don't know, like expand your insight, I guess.
Yeah. That's the way to go, Jaden. Well, thank you so much, Jaden, for sharing your knowledge, your experiences. It was great. It was great discussing this. But well, you know, everything comes to an end, and I think this is the end of the podcast.
And I want to thank you as well because, you know, it's very interesting getting to hear about El Buen Fin. I think it's basically the same thing. El Buen Fin.
Yeah, it's just a copy of Black Friday.
Exactly, and I mean, so is Canadian Black Friday. Well, I mean, yeah, I think it was interesting, and I definitely learned a thing or two. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We're on Instagram as
MexCan. MexCan underscore podcast.
Yeah,
I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, all you can find is there. And it's going to be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. So, well, we hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.